guys, welcome to my channel Among.stouts. If you're new here, my name is Samantha, and in today's video I'm going to share with you what fun activities and books we are reading this spring season. So if you guys enjoy these kinds of videos, please hit the like button, and if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit subscribe. I would love to have you here as a part of my community, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. So I am super excited for spring. Spring is here. It is nice and warm, but still feeling really good here where we live in Texas. The thunderstorms have already started rolling in. The bluebonnets aren't out yet, but they will be out soon, and I can't wait. I'm so excited for bluebonnet season. One of the reasons is because my family is doing bluebonnet family pictures this year, so I'm excited about that. But back to these units. So I purchased the spring theme bundle from Home and Haven, and I can go ahead and link their website below. I don't know if the spring theme bundle is still available. If it is, I think that the cost of it is just higher, but I will leave the link to their website below so you can look for yourself. And also I saw on Instagram that she did say that they are going to be releasing a summer bundle. So if you missed out on the spring bundle and you really want to get some of these fun activities for summer, definitely go to their website and keep an eye out for the summer bundle. But as far as spring goes, we are going to study bees and gardening. So we are probably going to do these simultaneously, or I want this to be really fun and low-key for my kids. It's not anything that like is going to be super structured or anything like that. I want us to have fun with it and just add on to a part of our day where we can go outside and look for the bees, or you know, grow a garden together, and just something that we can all do together this season that is really fun and that we can bond over and connect over as we do it together as a family. So that's kind of my intention behind printing these out and doing these little activity bundles. So what I went ahead and did is I printed off the Bumblebee pages. I didn't print off every single page, especially for my older kids. My one issue with the Home and Haven bundles is there's so many wonderful activities, but they are geared more towards like your preschoolers, kindergarten, first graders, and there's just a few things that the older kiddos can do, but there's still some stuff in there that they can have fun with. So this looks like it is one of the ones that I printed out for my older kiddo. So you get this like front cover that you can attach. So let me just say, I printed out the pages that I wanted for each kid, and then I just bound them together to keep it all in one spot in a way that they can just keep track of it. So each one of my kids got one of these front covers here, and there's that. And then my older two kids just have a handful of pages of things that they'll do, and they can just do these, you know, sit down, read a book, and hang out outside. Hopefully I'll have a hammock soon. We have the trampoline, we have some chairs out there, and they can just do some fun activities either before we get started in the morning or after lunch, and they're just super low-key activities. So that's the first one that they have. And then this is fun. It's just, I figured we could all do this together. Just me rolling the dice and letting them cover up the numbers. And no matter how easy, all of my kids love mazes. So there's a maze there. And then here's a bumblebee fact sheet that goes with this page here of all about bumblebees. And then just some additions, super simple for them. And then this is always fun. It's if you were a bumblebee, so a little writing prompt, and they can draw a picture to go with it. And then how many words, what is this? How many smaller words can you make from the letters in the word honeycomb? And you just write them in here. And what I like about this is even though they're easier activities, it doesn't take a lot out of them to do it. They can think of fun things to put in here. And like I said, it's super low key. There's no stress about it. And my kids already like to do like little fun workbooks that don't require much out of them. So why not just do a whole theme around it that we can do as a family? So that's what my older two kids have. And then for my younger one, she has that same front page, that page. She also has the maze, but like for her, she can build a sentence. So you build a sentence, you build the sentence down here, and then she can write it. There's some measuring and sequencing, which is always good for kiddos her age. Again, she has the maze as well, and the this is just coloring all of the hexagons to make a path for the bee. She's got the Bumblebee facts page, and then her little fact chart just looks a little bit different. Some Bumblebee counting, subtraction, and then she's pretty good with her letters, but it doesn't hurt to have easy practice in here. So B is for Bumblebee and practicing uppercase B. And then practicing writing busy bee and then like coloring up there. She has the same if I were a bumblebee, and then more bee counting. Sight words, so she's able to write sight words on each one of these honeycombs. And then figuring out the missing numbers there. And that is all for her little activity pages there. And then some books that we got. We don't have the space. I really wish we had the space to like set up our own little backyard like bee farm, but we don't really have the space for that, and especially because we're like in a neighborhood, I don't know how our neighbors would like that either. So we're trying to figure out something that we can do to aside from flowers. Like we are already planning on planting flowers to hopefully attract bees while we're working on this. But my husband's trying to figure out some other things that we can do to like be more hands-on with this whole little bee thing. Like we're going to be really hands-on with the whole gardening thing too. So, but the books that we have, we got the National Geographic Kids Bees, so all about bees. And then DK Readers Busy Buzzy Bee. And then we got Being a Bee, and it says discover the secret life of bees from queens to the waggle dance, hives and honey. Find out all about beekeeping and life in the nest, how older bees work together to look after young bees, why bees are in danger, and how we can help them. And then I got this really pretty book. I got it mostly because it looks pretty, but it's called The Honeybee, and that's it there. And that's all we have for our little bee activity pages and reading all about bees this spring season. Also going to be doing the garden unit, and that is this one here. And it starts off, each one of my kids has this page here, and they're just tracing where it says grow in the grace and knowledge of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, 2 Peter 3:18. And then they all have this page, which is the life cycle of a sweet pea. And then it talks all about it there. And then they all have this, which is my garden journal, which is this is all a part of the bundle. So these are, it talks about the supplies we might need, things to do, and I'm gonna let them plan this out too. And so vegetables to plant, and we're just gonna go ahead. It has these little cutouts here, and for the sake of making it simple and easy, we're just going to cut and paste, and these are the vegetables that we will go and purchase. And then it's just a journal, so you're documenting all the way through the process, and you're sketching it out, testing your garden, or taste testing. You look for bugs in your garden, and you track what kind of bugs you found. There's a plant and seed shopping list. And then there's another part here that is all about the garden. And this is where it talks about all of the soil and things like that. So the first part of that is, did you know about germination? And then it goes through all of that there, which I hope you guys can see. And then let's see. and it talks all about soil. So there's pages, a few pages about the soil, and then the kids even drawing and testing and taking samples of the soil. So here there's soil observations, and they just go through that, and then it goes into coloring sheets, which my older kids might not do those, but I put them in there anyways. And it talks about drawing your garden. And so I think this one is my youngest. So my older ones, I believe, have all the same pages. Okay, so that is the book for my 2 older kids. And then as far as my youngest daughter goes, she just has some other fun pages to do. They mostly only had the journal and the soil and all that stuff, but she gets like some activity pages. So like I said, there's lots of activities in these for the younger kiddos, but you can totally make it work for your older kids. And because it's something that doesn't require a lot of hard work out of them, they'll have more fun with it. So I Spy, and then Count in Color. G is for Garden. More Count in Color. I'm writing the starting letter for each picture. And then that's all of the extra pages that she got that the older 2 kiddos didn't have. And that is the activity pages for the gardening event. I actually got less books than I did for the bees. Just because I'm pretty sure I already have on hand. I haven't looked some other like gardening and seed books or whatever. But I did pick up Seed to Plant by National Geographic Kids. And then I got by them also, it's a Look and Learn, and it's In My Garden. And then I haven't had this book, and it's shocking to me, but since we're finally doing something as far as the gardening goes, I had to go ahead and pick up this book. And it's We Are the Gardeners by Joanna Gaines and her kids. So yes, we are really excited about doing the gardening stuff. And like I said, we are going to do a whole garden. My husband and I are already looking for compact ways to do it. I've shared my backyard. I have a whole thing on what my backyard looks like here on my channel. And most of it's taken up by our patio, our pool, and our trampoline. We are considering getting rid of the trampoline. My kids begged and begged and begged for one for years. And now that we have one, they almost never want to jump on it. So if we get rid of that, we have a whole lot more space for a garden. But if we don't get rid of it, then we're working with very minimal space. So it kind of just depends on what we do with the trampoline, on what we end up going with. But having a garden is something that we've wanted for a very long time. And so I'm really excited to make that as a part of our homeschool this spring. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed seeing what we are going to be doing for spring activities in our homeschool, and maybe give you some ideas on some books that you should pick up to read this spring with your kiddos. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. And if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit subscribe. I'd love to have you here as a part of my community, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!